law enforcement. Who they arrest is based on who's popular. Thank goodness Susan went in with me. One of the things that I have recorded at least, well, probably close to 100 times now here in Tillamook. Attempt after attempt after attempt to get heard. Susan was there. Rather than being talked over, oh wait, I was. The lady kept on talking over me, and Susan made note of that. Now she noticed, well, alright, I noticed that the woman wanted to interrupt me right before I was getting ready to tell her the details. I say, I was assaulted, and then I proceed with details, right? But then, of course, she starts talking over me automatically, not her job. Then she wants to give me legal advice after telling me she can't give legal advice. And then she wants to literally tell me to call the people that we've already called who said that it's not their job. That would be Northwest Senior and Disability Services. Then she gives us the number to Adult Protective Services, which is not Adult Protective Services. It is Northwest Senior and Disability Services. This is 11 times that I've been sent to a phone number that sends me to Northwest Senior and Disability Services right after calling Northwest Senior and Disability Services or going in to see the people at Northwest Senior and Disability Services and being blown off repeatedly. I can't do any of the things that I'm being asked to do and haven't been able to without a room where I can sit in peace and fucking quiet with the goddamn evidence. All of you pieces of shit in houses have that. Now, there's a lot of predators in my life who took part in this. There are a lot of predators in my life who took part in this, and many of them pretended to be my friend. You know how horrible that is? Your friends, they say, oh, dude, you need help? Just ask. A lot of the things that these people should have come forward with that I had to record and post up on the internet months and even years after the fact. It's in their voices, their words, from their numbers, their email addresses, their Facebook profiles, their YouTubes. My evidence came directly from my predators. The problem is there is too much of it. Tomorrow is a Last Chance Friday. You know what a Last Chance Friday is, right? It's when the sale's over. See, there's a sale at the Bon Marché, and they got men's loafers for all you loafers out there, or loafer lovers. Friday's your last chance to get in there and buy it. Otherwise, it's not going to be on sale anymore. Sucks for you. Brandon Ratner, part of many of these situations, and he never once tried to come forward, ever. He claimed that he did. All these people who claimed that they would help me turn it in, who claimed that they tried to turn it into the cops. Not one of them has ever made any attempt to show any evidence of that, so I had to go in there, and it's hearsay because you didn't speak up. Oh, wait, no, it's not because I have evidence. Oh, wait, but I had to record that months and even years after the fact because you pieces of shit weren't helping. People like Brandon Ratner was too busy chasing pussy. People like Todd Ryan Case were too busy getting fucked up on drugs and abusing his girlfriend. You goddamn right I spoke up. None of my friends bothered to find out what was going on for a whole year before Natalie was killed. The only ones who pretended to give a shit, they weren't busy helping or listening. They were busy talking over me and telling me how to think and telling me how to feel, sending me around in endless fucking circles of wasted fucking time. When I tried to go into the police, all they will do is stand there and fucking talk over me. I need someone to be there to tell them that that is inappropriate and illegal. A lot of y'all keep telling me to get a lawyer. I can't get a lawyer without a friend or family member who fucking cares, who's gonna go in with me and say, hey, he's telling the fucking truth. A lot of people claim that they would, but never tried. Between now and the 12th, I have to worry about abuse by law enforcement as well as my other predators in this town. Which means that turning this shit in is important. One of the things that officers do when they've committed felonies is to repeatedly just press false charges on you or give you tickets for stupid shit that never happened. Police officers repeatedly spoke over me, spoke false narratives, intentionally withheld evidence. Y'all are some sick pieces of shit. People have been calling for me to be murdered for years, claiming that I should be locked up forever because I'm a horrible monster. I want to be locked up for the rest of my life, not because I'm a horrible monster, but because all these people who wanted to tell me that people threatened to kill them and their friends and family, threatened to kill their fucking kids. I told the truth, and I take abuse non-stop over it. I have literally never been allowed to face my accusers, to show evidence, to turn in a fucking police report with a fucking friend or goddamn family member. Brandon was right there. He was in fucking Colorado. He could have fucking done something. He could have made these calls with me instead of playing retarded. I continue to take this abuse because nobody calls in with me and says, hey, this shit is seriously fucking happening. Not only do I have the evidence from these fucking witnesses, in their own words, their own email addresses, their own fucking Facebooks. I also have the same stuff from my fucking predators. The problem is there's too much to go through, and I can't do it from inside of my vehicle. All of you know it! Do you have any idea how many people are fucking dead? Because the goddamn cops didn't want to listen to a hobo. My name is Sean David Schwartz. I will spell it out for you. SHAWN DAVID SCHWARTZ. All they had to do was railroad me once, and everyone can arm me after that by reputation over slander. Where the fuck are all these goddamn pieces of shit who promised they would help me? Huh? Not a goddamn one of you ever helped to call it in. And I get entirely why. You don't want people passing judgment on you for being a shitty person. I gotta deal with a lot of creepy son of a bitches. And ain't none of them creepier than the cops. If a child came to me and said, hey, I was abused, I know the chances are pretty good that it's one of their parents doing it. If they say that they're being raped, I know it's probably the dad. If they say they're being physically assaulted, I know that it's probably the mom. But you call somebody mentally ill, and magically it's okay to harm them, isn't it? Where are these good cops you pieces of shit talk about? All you ever show me are criminals with badges. Now we're being sent to the state police to turn it into them. I've already gone to the state police. I've got recording after recording with the state police. The police sending me to my predators has only resulted in those predators being allowed to retaliate against me for trying to turn them in. These people know that they're committing felonies, and they know I don't have the money for a lawyer. They know that somebody who is called mentally ill has zero chance of getting a lawyer. You have to have money. If you're on the streets, that money doesn't exist. When you're an at-risk adult on the streets, none of these services do their jobs. Look at how much money has been wasted and making sure that I never have money. Ah, hell. There I go throwing stuff now. I need to turn my cans in. There ain't very many of them. There's just not very much room in here either. Brandon Ratner didn't care who hurt me. He could have tried going in with me while I was in Colorado. Kayla Trujillo could have tried going in with me while she was in Colorado. I was in Colorado. These people promised to help me, and all they did was procrastinate and take advantage of me. A lot of people did that. That's the problem with the mentally ill tag. It makes us perpetual victims. And then you want to say, oh, you got the victim mentality. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Let's have a Zen moment and smell some incense. Oh, happy day when Jesus walked. When Jesus walked. When Jesus walked. When Jesus walked. So here's the thing. I do weird stuff. I know I do. And I'm fine with it. Because the weird stuff that I do doesn't fucking hurt people. The weird stuff that I do doesn't fucking hurt people. And the mean stuff that I do out of necessity. The cops don't want to do their fucking jobs. But if you notice, I don't get to let it go. Law enforcement has done everything that they can to deny me the right to turn in my predators, to refuse to look at evidence. On the bright side, at least Susan's getting it. She went in with me, and something that I've been telling you happens over and over and over again. That is recorded happening over and over and over again. Instead of me having to dig through thousands of videos to try to dig out the ones that Susan needs to see in order to understand that shit's happening. Well, she was a witness there to them doing the same thing while she was there. But they were also a lot nicer about it and a lot less threatening. Now, the lady there was obviously not paying attention to me. She obviously had her own shit in her head. She thought that she could push us over and lie to us, and I'd be out the office and I'd get sick of fucking going through it. Well, guess what? I've gone through this fucking circuit in this town at least a dozen times now. This is the first time anybody has actually made a fucking effort to do a goddamn thing about it. Did Casey ever make an actual effort? No, he made empty promises. Fucking wasted my time and wasted my resources. How about Claire Jordan? Another waste of time and waste of resources. Wait. Back the fuck up. Is Claire Jordan a waste of resources? Was she a waste of resources? What's your opinion? My opinion is that she did right as a mother, but horrible as a friend. Yes, she was absolutely willing to rip me off and slip out. She was willing to pretend she was going to help me to get some money so that she could leave town with. And when she realized I didn't have the money, she just split. She ripped me off on 2 different occasions before that. Not intentionally. She also had to deal with a lot of the same places I did. Also, in 2 weeks, that place that Robert Farnsworth is staying at is going to be closed down. So, Farnsworth might be back out here on the streets victimizing people. Not that it matters. Not that any of you care. You're too busy trying to paint me as a predator. Susan's got to see more than one situation on film, as well as hear my diagnoses and read them. Did any of my friends ever try doing that and then turning it in? No. No, they didn't. Either they wanted to look at absolutely nothing and tell me what to do, think, and feel, or they promised me that they'd take a look at it and help me turn it in, and then just play fucking head games. Not fucking okay. When it comes to you nasty ass chimo pieces of shit, I'm coming for you and you know it. You should be glad that I'm the one coming for you. Because I'm after putting you in prison. These other people would just blow your fucking head off.